A black American journalist goes undercover as a maid to expose a Korean CEO's corrupt empire, but falls for the one man trying to destroy it from within. And when his family frames them both, they must choose between power and truth. Let's dive into it. Maya Brooks, 32, black American journalist, stands outside the enormous Kang family estate in Pyeongchang-dong, Seoul. The mansion is intimidating, modern architecture mixed with traditional Korean elements, surrounded by manicured gardens and security gates. She's dressed in a simple black maid's uniform, her natural hair pulled back in a tight bun, no makeup. She looks nothing like the award-winning investigative journalist she actually is. Her phone buzzes. Text from her editor, Richard. Remember, 6 weeks maximum. Get the evidence on Kang Industries embezzlement and get out. Don't get caught. Maya deletes the text and approaches the service entrance. Hong, 58, the head housekeeper, greets her coldly. You're the new American maid? Yes, ma'am. Maya Brooks. We don't usually hire foreigners, but the agency said you have excellent references. Don't make me regret this. The Kang family expects perfection. Maya nods, suppressing her real thoughts. I'm not here to clean. I'm here to expose you. Mrs. Hong leads Maya through the mansion. It's breathtaking, marble floors, priceless art, floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking Seoul. Everything screams old money and power. This is the East Wing. You'll clean here Tuesdays and Fridays. The West Wing Mondays and Thursdays. The CEO's private office and bedroom suite are strictly off-limits unless specifically requested. Understood. Understood. They round a corner and nearly collide with a man in an impeccable charcoal suit. Kang Ji-hun, 36, CEO of Kang Industries. Devastatingly handsome, sharp jawline, intense dark eyes, perfectly styled hair. He's on his phone, speaking rapid Korean, clearly irritated. Mrs. Hong bows deeply. Maya follows suit, keeping her eyes down, playing the role perfectly. Ji-hun barely glances at them, continues his phone conversation, walks past. But then he stops, turns back. In English, with a slight accent, "You're new." Maya looks up, meeting his eyes for just a second. "Yes, sir. Starting today." "American." "Yes, sir." He studies her for a moment. Something flickers in his expression, gone too quickly to read. "Mrs. Hong, make sure she understands the confidentiality agreement. Nothing that happens in this house leaves this house." "Of course, Mr. Kang." Ji-hun walks away, still on his phone. Mrs. Hong whispers harshly, "Don't speak unless spoken to. The CEO doesn't like chattiness." Maya nods, but internally she's already cataloging. Kang Ji-hun, 36, Harvard MBA, took over Kang Industries at 28 after his father's death, worth $2.3 billion, and allegedly embezzling millions through offshore accounts. Let's see if you're the monster they say you are. Week 1. Maya settles into her role. She cleans, observes, takes mental notes. The mansion has 47 rooms, 12 live-in staff, and security cameras everywhere, except the bathrooms and bedrooms. She's checked. Her real work happens in the early mornings, 5 to 7 a.m., when the family is still asleep. She photographs documents left in Ji-hun's father's old study. Financial records, board meeting minutes, anything that might prove the embezzlement her sources tipped her off about. The Kang family is exactly what she expected. Kang Young Suk, 62, Ji-hun's uncle, entitled, dismissive of staff, clearly power-hungry. He's bitter that Ji-hun inherited the company instead of him. Kang Mi-sun, 34, Ji-hun's cousin, cold, calculating, treats the maids like furniture. Kang Hae-1, 64, Ji-hun's aunt, traditional, obsessed with reputation and appearances. But Ji-hun is different. He's polite to the staff, says thank you when they bring him coffee, remembers their names, works 18-hour days, rarely socializes. Maya catches glimpses of him, always in his office, always on calls, always working. He looks exhausted, stressed. Not what she expected from a corrupt CEO. Week 2, 11 p.m. Maya is finishing her shift, cleaning the main hallway, when she hears piano music. Curious, she follows the sound to the mansion's music room, a space she's only cleaned once, filled with instruments. Through the cracked door, she sees Ji-hun at a grand piano, playing Chopin's Nocturne in E-flat major. Beautifully, hauntingly, his eyes are closed. For the first time since she arrived, he doesn't look like a CEO. He looks lonely. Maya watches, transfixed. She's researched everything about this man, his business deals, his investments, his public appearances. But this wasn't in any file. The music stops. Ji-hun opens his eyes and sees her reflection in the piano's polished surface. How long have you been standing there? Maya's heart races. I'm sorry, sir. I heard the music. I didn't mean to intrude. Do you play? No, sir. But that was beautiful. Ji-hun studies her, really looks at her for the first time since she arrived. Chopin, my mother's favorite composer. She used to play every night when I was young. Used to. She died when I was 12. Cancer. There's silence. Maya knows she should leave, maintain the professional boundary. But something in his voice, raw, unguarded, makes her stay. I'm sorry. Losing a parent that young. Do you have family, Maya? It's the first time he's said her name. Just my sister. Back in New York. It's true. Mostly. She's just omitting the part about being an investigative journalist for the Herald. You must miss her. Every day. Also true. Ji-hun nods, turns back to the piano. You should go. It's late. Yes, sir. Good night. As Maya leaves, she hears the music start again. Softer this time. Sadder. And for the first time since arriving, she feels a flicker of doubt. What if he's not the villain? Week 3. It becomes a pattern. Maya finishes her shifts late, deliberately staying longer to snoop. Ji-hun works late every night. They start running into each other. Night 1. She's in the kitchen at midnight making tea. He comes in for coffee. They share a quiet moment. Don't speak, but acknowledge each other with small nods. Night 2. She's cleaning the library. He's there reading contracts. He asks her to recommend a book. Testing her? She recommends Toni Morrison. Beloved. He actually checks it out. Night 3. She's leaving the study, where she just photographed more financial documents. He's entering. They nearly collide. He catches her arm to steady her. The touch lingers a second too long. You work late hours. So do you, sir. I have a company to run. What's your excuse? I like the quiet. Easier to think. What does a maid need to think about? Maya meets his eyes, and for a dangerous moment, almost tells the truth. Instead, same things everyone thinks about. Life. Choices. Whether we're where we're supposed to be. Ji-hun looks at her intently. And are you? Where you're supposed to be? I'm not sure yet. Week 4. The Kang family hosts a charity gala at the mansion. 200 guests. Korea's elite. Maya and the staff work the event, serving drinks, clearing plates, invisible. Maya uses the chaos to slip into Ji-hun's private office, 3rd floor, West Wing. She has maybe 10 minutes before someone notices. She finds his computer, password protected, damn. Searches his desk drawers, locked, double damn. Then spots a safe behind a painting. Of course there's a safe behind a painting. She's trying to crack it when she hears footsteps. Panicking, Maya hides behind the curtains just as Ji-hun enters with another man. His uncle, Young-suk. You need to sign the offshore transfer. The board is getting impatient. I told you, I'm not signing anything until I've reviewed every account personally. This is how your father did business. My father is dead, and I'm not him. I don't hide money in offshore accounts. I don't bribe officials. I run this company legally or not at all. You're naive. The Kang family built this empire on strategic flexibility. You can't change decades of practice. Watch me. I've been auditing every account for the last 6 months. Someone in this family has been embezzling, and I'm going to find out who. Maya's eyes widen. He's investigating his own family? Be careful, Ji-hun. You're making powerful enemies. I already have powerful enemies. At least this way I can look at myself in the mirror. Young-suk leaves, slamming the door. Ji-hun stands alone in the office, running his hands through his hair, looking exhausted and frustrated. Maya barely breathes behind the curtain. Then Ji-hun does something unexpected. He walks to the window, right next to where Maya is hiding, and speaks. Quietly, "You can come out now." Maya's blood runs cold. She steps out. Ji-hun doesn't turn around, just keeps looking out the window at the party below. "How much did you hear?" "Sir, I was just..." "Don't lie. You're not good at it." Silence. "Why were you in my office?" Maya makes a split-second decision. Partial truth. "I heard your uncle mention embezzlement downstairs. I was curious. Curious enough to sneak into your employer's private office?" "I'm sorry. I'll leave. Answer me honestly. Do I seem like a criminal to you?" Maya looks at him, really looks, at the tension in his shoulders, the exhaustion in his eyes, the genuine frustration. "No. You seem like someone trying to do the right thing in a family that doesn't want you to." Ji-hun finally turns to face her. "My father built this company through questionable means. Bribery, offshore accounts. I inherited an empire built on corruption. I've spent the last 8 years trying to clean it up without destroying what thousands of employees depend on for their livelihoods. That's why you work so hard. You're trying to fix it. I'm trying. But my family, they want to maintain the old ways. They see my reforms as weakness." He steps closer. "I shouldn't be telling you this. You're just the maid. Sometimes it's easier to talk to someone who isn't part of your world. Is that what you are? Outside my world." "Completely outside, sir." The air between them is charged. Ji-hun reaches out, gently touches her face. "You're lying about something. I can tell. But right now, I don't care." He kisses her. Maya knows she should stop this, should push him away, should remember she's here to expose his family, not fall for him. But she kisses him back. When they break apart, both are breathing hard. "This is inappropriate. Completely. You should go." "Yes, sir." But neither moves. Finally, Ji-hun steps back. "Tomorrow, meet me in the music room, 11 p.m. We need to talk." Maya nods and leaves, her heart pounding. Outside his office, she leans against the wall, trying to calm down. What the hell just happened? And more importantly, everything I've found points to embezzlement in the Kang family. But what if Ji-hun isn't the one doing it? What if he's the one trying to stop it? The next night, 11 p.m., Maya enters the music room. Ji-hun is already there, standing by the window. "Close the door." She does. "I need to know who you really are." "I'm just..." "Don't. I ran a background check. Your references are real but shallow. You appeared in Seoul 3 months ago with a work visa and a perfect resume, but no digital footprint before that. No social media. No history. That's not normal." Maya's mind races. He's smarter than I gave him credit for. So I'll ask again. Who are you? Maya has a choice. Lie and risk him digging deeper, or partial truth and hope he understands. "My name is Maya Brooks. I am American. Everything else, it's complicated." "Are you a spy? Corporate espionage?" "No, nothing like that." "Then what?" "I'm someone who's trying to find the truth about your family." "Why?" "Because I was told they're corrupt. That Kang Industries is built on embezzlement and bribery. I came here to prove it." Ji-hun goes very still. "And what have you found?" "That you're not the corrupt one. Your uncle is. Your cousin Mi-sun is. Your aunt is enabling it. But you're trying to fix it. How do I know you're not lying right now?" "You don't. But I'm telling you the truth because..." She pauses. "Because I don't want to lie to you anymore." Ji-hun walks to his desk, pulls out a file, hands it to her. Inside, documents, offshore accounts, bribery records, all in Young-suk's and Mi-sun's names. "I've been building this case for 8 months. I'm turning it over to prosecutors next week. My family is going down. But I need to do it right. Legally, with irrefutable evidence, or they'll destroy the company and everyone who works for it. Why are you showing me this? Because you're the first person in years who's looked at me and seen someone other than Kang Industries CEO. And because I'm falling in love with you, and I need to know. Are you here to destroy me, or help me? Maya's heart breaks. I'm a journalist. I came here to write an exposé on your family's corruption. I've been photographing documents, recording conversations, building my own case. Ji-hun's face hardens. I see. But everything I've found proves you're innocent. You're the victim here, not the villain. If I write this story, I'll make sure the world knows that. And if I ask you not to write it, why would you? Your family deserves to be exposed. Because if your article comes out before my legal case is airtight, they'll scatter, hide evidence, flee the country. I'll lose my chance to bring them to justice the right way. Maya realizes he's right. How long do you need? 1 week. I turn everything over to prosecutors in 1 week. After that, publish whatever you want. And us? What happens to us? Ji-hun crosses to her, cups her face in his hands. I don't know, but I know that I've spent 8 years alone, fighting a war against my own family. And for the first time, I don't feel alone. Is that real? Or was it just your cover story? Maya kisses him, slow, deep, honest. It's real. All of it. I wasn't supposed to fall for you, but I did. They make love that night in the music room, surrounded by instruments and moonlight. And for a few hours, they're not a CEO and a journalist. They're just two people who found each other in the middle of a war. Maya wakes up in Ji-hun's bed. He'd taken her to his private suite after the music room. Morning light streams through floor-to-ceiling windows. Ji-hun is already awake, dressed in a suit, looking at his phone with a grim expression. What's wrong? My uncle knows I've been building a case. Someone tipped him off. How? I don't know. But he's moving money faster than I expected. I need to accelerate my timeline. I'm meeting with prosecutors today instead of next week. I'll help. Tell me what you need. I need you to stay here. Stay safe. If my family knows about you, I can take care of myself. Maya, please, let me handle this. 1 more day. She agrees. Reluctantly, Ji-hun kisses her goodbye. Tonight, when this is over, we'll figure out what comes next. Promise. Promise. He leaves. Maya gets dressed, heads back to the servant quarters to maintain appearances. But something feels wrong. 3 p.m. Maya is called to Mrs. Hong's office, unusual. When she enters, Young-suk and Mi-sun are there, along with 2 security guards. Sit down, Miss Brooks. Or should I say, Miss Brooks of the New York Herald. Young-suk said. Maya's blood runs cold. Did you really think we wouldn't figure it out? Mi-sun added, we run a multi-billion-dollar corporation. You think we don't vet our staff? Here's what's going to happen. You're going to call your editor and tell him there's no story. The Kang family is clean. Then you're going to disappear. Back to America, preferably. And if I don't? Mi-sun slides a folder across the desk. Inside photos. Of Maya entering Ji-hun's office late at night. Of her photographing documents. Of her with Ji-hun in the music room. Kissing. We'll release these to the media. Journalist seduces CEO to gain access to corporate secrets. You'll be blacklisted. Your career will be over. Ji-hun will tell the truth. Ji-hun won't be in any position to help you. By tonight, he'll be arrested for embezzlement. We've already planted evidence in his personal accounts. The prosecutors he's meeting with, they're already convinced he's the criminal. You're framing your own nephew? We're protecting the family business. Ji-hun became a liability the moment he decided to play hero. And you became collateral damage. So here's the deal. Walk away now, and we'll forget this ever happened. Stay, and we'll destroy you both. Maya is escorted back to her room by security, essentially under house arrest. She tries calling Ji-hun. No answer. She tries calling her editor. Phone is dead, they've blocked her service. She's trapped. Hours pass. Evening comes. Finally, at 8 p.m., Ji-hun returns. Maya hears shouting downstairs. She sneaks to the top of the staircase, listens. Ji-hun. Furious. You framed me? Your own family. Young Suk answered, you forced our hand. We gave you every chance to fall in line. I have evidence. And my son said, had evidence. We deleted everything from your private servers. The prosecutors have a very different story now. About how you've been embezzling millions, and when you were about to get caught, you tried to frame us. No one will believe that. They already do. You'll be arrested in the morning. Unless what? Unless you step down as CEO, sign over control to me, publicly admit to health issues requiring you to retire. We'll make the criminal case disappear. And if I refuse? Ji-hun asked. Prison. And your little journalist girlfriend? We'll make sure she's implicated too. Conspiracy to commit corporate espionage. She'll spend the next decade in a Korean prison. Maya's breath catches. Ji-hun, voice breaking. Leave her out of this. Then sign. Silence. Where are the papers? Young Suk smiles. Smart choice. Maya runs back to her room. Heartbreaking. He's sacrificing everything. For her. 11 p.m. That night, Ji-hun comes to Maya's room. He looks defeated. I heard everything. I'm so sorry, Maya said. We're leaving. Tonight. I've arranged everything. What? How? I'm not signing over my company to criminals. I'm not going to prison for crimes I didn't commit. And I'm not letting them hurt you. He hands her a bag, passport, cash, burner phone. In 2 hours, a car will meet us at the North Service Gate. We cross into the countryside, then to a private airfield. We'll be in Hong Kong by morning. Ji-hun, you can't run from this. I'm not running. I'm regrouping. I have copies of everything, offshore accounts, bribery records, all of it. Hidden in a secure location my family doesn't know about. From Hong Kong, I'll contact international authorities. Interpol. U.S. Financial Crimes Division. I'll bring them down. Just not from inside a Korean prison. This will destroy your life here, your company, your reputation. I already lost all of that. The only thing I have left is you. If you'll come with me. Of course I will. They kiss desperately. Pack light. We leave in 2 hours. 1 a.m. Maya is packed. Waiting. Ji-hun went to his office to retrieve the hidden evidence copies. USB drive in a false bottom drawer. Time passes. He should be back by now. Maya sneaks downstairs to find him. His office door is open. He's not there. But she hears voices from the security room. She peers through the crack in the door. Ji-hun is there, with Young Suk and Mi-sun. But he's not restrained. He's talking with them, calmly. She actually believed I was in love with her. It was almost too easy. Maya's world stops. You played the part well. The tortured CEO. Trying to do the right thing. They all laughed. I learned from the best. Father always said, control the narrative. Control the outcome. And the evidence you supposedly have? Never existed. I fed her just enough to make her think I was the hero. She'll run tonight, and when she's caught at the airport with corporate secrets on her devices, she'll be arrested for espionage. The journalist who infiltrated the Kang family and stole trade secrets. And you? Mi-sun asked. I remain the victim, the CEO who was seduced and betrayed by an American spy. Public sympathy, media on my side. Perfect. Maya stumbles backward, trying not to make noise. It was all a lie. All of it. The late-night conversations. The piano playing. The confessions. The love. A lie. She runs back to her room, grabs her bag, and bolts. Maya makes it to the airport using the escape route Ji-hun had arranged. Now she realizes it was designed to lead her into a trap. She tries to check in for the first flight to anywhere. Airport security stops her. Miss Brooks, you need to come with us. An officer said. On what grounds? Suspected corporate espionage. We have a warrant for your arrest. They find her bag, and inside, planted there without her knowledge, USB drives containing Kang Industries trade secrets. She's been set up perfectly. Maya sits in an interrogation room, handcuffed. A detective enters, shows her the evidence, the USB drives, photos of her in Ji-hun's office, financial transfers to her account, fake, but expertly falsified. Corporate espionage in South Korea carries a 10-year prison sentence. But if you cooperate, tell us who hired you, we can reduce that. I'm a journalist. I was investigating. You were a maid, working illegally under false pretenses. Who paid you to steal corporate secrets? No one. I'm telling you, Kang Industries is. The door opens. Ji-hun walks in. He looks perfect, composed. The victim. Detective. May I have a moment alone with her? Sir, I don't think. Please. She was important to me. I just want to understand why she did this. The detective leaves. Ji-hun sits across from Maya. His expression is unreadable. I heard you. Last night. In the security room. I know this was all a setup. Maya screamed. Did you? Or did you hear what you expected to hear? Don't play games. You won. I'm going to prison. Just tell me why. Why go through all of that? The piano, the confessions. The sex? He helped her to complete the statement. That was real, by the way. I didn't have to fake that part. Maya wants to hit him, but Ji-hun held her hand. You came into my home to destroy my family. Did you really think there wouldn't be consequences? Your family is corrupt. My family is powerful. There's a difference. And you? You're just a journalist who thought she could take down a dynasty with a hidden camera and some righteous indignation. I have evidence. You have nothing. I made sure of that. He stands, walks to the door. I loved you, Maya said. Ji-hun pauses. For just a second, his mask slips. I know. Then he leaves. 72 hours later. Maya is being transferred to a holding facility pending trial. She's given up. She has no evidence, no defense, no hope. Then, in the transport van, her police escort receives a call. What? Are you sure? Bring her back. Now. The van turns around. Back at the police station. Maya is brought to a conference room. Inside, prosecutors, Interpol agents, Korean Financial Crimes Unit. And on the screen, a press conference. Live. Kang Ji-hun stands at a podium, facing dozens of cameras. Good morning. My name is Kang Ji-hun, CEO of Kang Industries. I'm here to confess to my family's crimes. Maya's jaw drops. For the past 30 years, the Kang family has engaged in systematic embezzlement, bribery, and money laundering. My father built this company through illegal means. My uncle and cousin have continued these practices, and I have spent the last 8 years gathering evidence to expose them. He holds up a USB drive. This contains financial records, offshore account information, and documented bribes spanning 3 decades. I'm turning this over to international authorities. My family will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, including myself if I'm found complicit. The room erupts in questions from reporters. I also want to address the arrest of journalist Maya Brooks. Miss Brooks was investigating my family for corruption. Everything she discovered was accurate. The charges against her are false, fabricated by my family to silence her. I'm providing evidence of this fabrication to prosecutors. She should be released immediately and publicly exonerated. Maya can't breathe. I'm resigning as CEO of Kang Industries effective immediately. The company will be placed under independent management while the investigation proceeds. To the employees who will be affected by this, I'm sorry, but I cannot lead a company built on lies. He looks directly into the camera, and Maya feels like he's looking at her. To Maya, I'm sorry for what I put you through. You deserved the truth from the beginning. I hope someday you can forgive me. The press conference ends. The prosecutor turns to Maya. Miss Brooks, you're free to go. With our sincere apologies. 2 hours later, Maya is released. No charges. Full exoneration. A car is waiting for her outside the police station. Inside, Ji-hun. He looks terrible. Exhausted. Devastated. But relieved. I don't understand. At the airport, I needed you to run. I needed you out of the mansion before my family realized I was about to burn everything down. The conversation I heard in the security room was staged for the cameras. My family was watching everything. I needed them to believe I was on their side so they wouldn't move against you immediately. You let me think you betrayed me. I know. I'm sorry. But if you'd known the truth, you would have tried to help. And I needed you safe. Even if it meant you hating me. The evidence at the airport. They were planted by my family, just as I expected. I made sure you were arrested so you'd be in police custody, protected when I went public. If you'd been free, my family would have tried to silence you permanently. Maya's head is spinning. I couldn't tell you because I couldn't risk you being implicated. This way, you're the victim, the brave journalist who exposed corruption. You'll get your story. You'll be safe. And you destroyed your entire life. I destroyed a lie. My life was built on my family's crimes. I couldn't live with it anymore. What happens now? Criminal investigations. Probably years of trials. Asset seizures. I'll lose everything, the company, the mansion, the money. All of it. And us? She asked. Ji-hun takes her hand. I don't know. I don't know what I have left to offer you. I'm about to be the most hated man in Korea. My family will never forgive me. I'll probably end up testifying against them for years. That's not what I asked. Then what are you asking? I'm asking if any of it was real. The music room. The conversations. The way you looked at me. Ji-hun cups her face in his hands. All of it. Every moment. I fell in love with you the night you stood in my office and told me I seemed like someone trying to do the right thing. No one had ever seen me that way before. I'm still angry you let me think you betrayed me. You should be. I made you suffer to keep you safe. That's not love, that's cowardice. No, that's sacrifice. She kisses him. When they break apart. I'm writing this story. All of it. The corruption, the investigation, the whistleblower CEO who brought down his own family. I know. It's going to make you famous. In all the worst ways. I know that too. And when it's published, when the trials are over, when you've lost everything. Yes, I'll still be here. If you want me. Ji-hun pulls her close. I want you. I've wanted you since the moment you walked into my house pretending to be someone you weren't. Turns out we were both wearing masks. No more masks. No more masks. New York City. Maya's expose. The maid who took down Korea's most powerful family. Won the Pulitzer Prize. The Kang family trials are ongoing. Young Suk and Mi-sun are in prison. The aunt fled to Singapore. Extradition pending. Kang Industries was dissolved. Assets liquidated. Thousands of employees were absorbed by competitors or given severance packages funded by the seized offshore accounts. Ji-hun testified against his family. Was granted immunity in exchange for cooperation. Lost everything except his freedom. He lives in New York now. Small apartment in Brooklyn. Works as a financial consultant, using his MBA legitimately for the first time. Maya's apartment is bigger, her book deal and Pulitzer Prize saw to that. But most nights, he stays at her place anyway. Ji-hun is cooking dinner, he's learned badly, but he tries. Maya sits at her laptop working on her next story. Her phone rings. Her editor. Hey, Richard. Yes, I saw the interview request. No, I'm not going on 60 Minutes to talk about it again. Because I've said everything I need to say. Ji-hun brings her a glass of wine. Kisses the top of her head. I'm working on something new. Labor trafficking in the garment industry. Might take me to Bangladesh for a few months. I know it's dangerous, Richard. That's why I do it. She hangs up. Bangladesh. 3 months, maybe 4. You could come with me. I'm sure there's corrupt financiers there who need consulting. Or I could stay here and worry about you like a normal boyfriend. You're not normal. You're the CEO who destroyed his own empire for a journalist he'd known for 6 weeks. Best decision I ever made. Even though you lost billions of dollars and the respect of an entire country, I didn't lose everything. I gained you. That's very romantic for someone who used to embezzle millions. I never embezzled anything. I know. I'm teasing. He sits beside her, pulls her close. Do you ever regret it? Coming to Seoul? The investigation. I regret the part where I thought you'd betrayed me and I spent 3 days in a Korean jail cell. I'm sorry about that. Again. But I don't regret the rest. I got the story of a lifetime. And I got you. In that order? Definitely not in that order. They kiss. Outside the window, Brooklyn stretches out before them. A world away from Seoul mansions and family empires. When you go to Bangladesh, I'm coming with you. Really? Really? Someone has to make sure you don't get arrested for corporate espionage again. That was one time, and it was very traumatic for both of us. Maya laughs. For the first time in his life, Kang Ji-hun isn't a CEO, isn't an heir, isn't anything but himself. And for the first time in her life, Maya Brooks isn't chasing a story. She's living one. Together, they're building something neither of them had before. A life based on truth. Not power. Not secrets. Not deception. Just truth. And love. And sometimes that's more valuable than $1 billion empire. The end. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the story, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe and share to others. Also leave a comment to share your thought about the story.